Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Bright Mathematical Solutions. Today we want to see how do we sketch the curve of a quadratic equation. Even when we are not given the range of x, we are not given the range of y. The question just says sketch the curve of this particular quadratic equation. How do we go about it? That is what we want to look at. Please let us dive into it. The first one, and in my last video I did talk about completing the square, so it is that method that we are still going to use to solve this particular expression. Now the first thing is to express this as a perfect square, and this will become s squared plus 6x plus 8. So this becomes s squared plus 6x. Remember, from our knowledge of completing the square method, we are going to look for the half of the coefficient of x, and that is 3. So we are going to square it. That is plus 9 minus 9 plus 8. So our expression becomes s squared plus 6x plus 9 minus 9 plus 8. So from here we now have x plus 3 raised to power 2 and minus 9 plus 8, so minus 1. Now we've been able to resolve this in the completing as a perfect square, this expression. Now the question is, how do we now sketch? There are certain ingredients that we must highlight. I think we must know the value of our x, we must know the value of our y, and we must know our intercept. How do we deduce this from this result that we've gotten? So our x from this expression equals minus 3, because from here we can say x minus 3, x plus 3, or x plus 3 equals 0. So x plus 3 equals 0 and x equals minus 3. So that is how we call about this particular answer, that our x is minus 3. So our y equals minus 1. See, what we have here is the value of our y, and our intercept is the value that we are given here. That is our intercept. That is where the curve touches y. Our intercept is 8. Now, how do we now sketch this on the graph? So we now come here. Let us assume this is our graph. So sorry for my line that is not perfectly straight. So this is our x-axis, this is our y. Now remember, this is the negative x, this is the positive x, this is the positive y, and this is the negative y. So let us assume our minus 3, this is our negative x, so our minus 3 will be here, minus 1, minus 2. Let us say our minus 3 is somewhere here, and our y minus 1, let us say this is our minus 1. So where do they meet? Here. So where minus 3 and minus 1 meet is our minimal level for this particular graph. So let us assume that this is minus 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let us assume that this is our 8, because our intercept says 8. So that means on the y-axis, this is 8. So how do we now sketch? So this is the minimal point. This is where the curve turns. So it goes like this. So it touches this at the point where y is 8. That is where so it goes like this. So this is how the curve will look like for this particular equation. So the minimum point is the point given to us here when x is minus 3 and y is minus 1, and our intercept is 8. So it must touch this line when it is 8. Let's look at the second one. Let us look at the second example. I will see the clarity and the difference. Let's look at the second example. We were given that y equals x raised to power 2 minus 10x minus 15. So this becomes x raised to power 2 minus 10x and minus 15. So from here, so we can say x raised to power 2 minus 10x. You know, we are looking for the half of this, which is 5. So if we square it, that is plus 25 minus 25 and minus 15. So our expression now becomes x squared minus 10x plus 25 minus 25 minus 15. So this now becomes x squared. So sorry, this now becomes x. Let me proceed. This now becomes x minus 5 raised to power 2, negative because we have the coefficient of x is negative, and minus 15 minus 25, that gives us minus 40. Now we've been able to resolve this in a perfect square such that our x is 5 and then our y is minus 40 and our intercept. Those are the three factors that would determine the way the graph will look. Is minus 15 equals minus 15. So let us again sketch. Remember, when you are plotting, it must be straight, please. Let us sketch. So this is minus x plus x plus y minus y. Now let us take it from x, because that is the point, is what we must define first. So x is 5, that is positive, so plus is here. Let us say this is our 5. So y is minus 40, so negative y is here. Let us say our y is somewhere down below here. So where do they meet? If you trace it down and you trace this out, let us assume that they meet here. So this is our minimal point. So now, how do we now know the direction within which the graph goes? So we are looking for the intercept, which is minus 15. So the intercept, if this is minus 40, so definitely minus 15 will be around here. So this is where this line, this graph touches the y axis. So it goes like this. So it comes here. So this is the turning point, and it goes up. So this is the sketch for this particular graph. So because this is positive, that is why we have it like this. If this quadratic equation is negative, it will look it will face down, it will be in another direction. So that is the solution. If you have any question, please feel free to put it in the comment section. I will attend to it. Till I come your way next time, please remember to subscribe to this channel and be good. Thank you very much.